Let me go back out and see if it shows me live on Foxhole. It did it to me the other day with Belushi. And when I tried to put up,
Yeah, I noticed that actually.
yeah, when I tried to put up damn part 2, it wouldn't let me. Let me see. Come on.
Um, it says there's three people. What? No,
See? It won't let.
Foxhole, Foxhole's not doing anything.
I don't know why it does that.
YouTube's not doing anything still. Is there a new link? Wait, we're back.
Yeah, YouTube shows me. Hold on, let me check. Foxhole shows offline. I'm gonna toggle the switch and see if it'll go.
Yeah, we're back on YouTube.
It's down on Twitch.
All right, guys. What brand of computer should Foil buy? A,
I tried
Apple.
it, right? I would, man, clearly.
A, A, Apple. B, Microsoft. C, Alienware. Or D,
Alienware would be nice. Hold on. Why is this
or
not,
or D, Elonware.
right? Not Elonware for sure. Why is it not going to damn? And I bet it won't let me mess with it in the middle of the stream.
I don't know, but I'm hungry. You guys hungry?
Damn, it sure won't.
I'm gonna send a message while I'm.
I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna have to pull this back down and try it again.
Why don't we
Unless you just want to
just
call it. We've been up
no
for an
just
hour and a half.
oh
I mean, I'll sit here. Trust me, I was having fun.
let's do one more question for the YouTube crowd, and then
Just for
we'll
the
shut down.
YouTube folk,
Yeah, this is like VIP
right?
exclusive.
I feel bad now, and now I got to get Matt to go in and pull the link down off of Foxhole. Like this keeps happening to me. They keep kicking me off at like an hour and a half. They did the same thing to me with Dan Belushi the other night. Yeah, it's up on Foxhole.
All right, we're gonna do a exclusive YouTube question.
Right, guys. I'm sorry. I was having ready. I could have sat here all night. I don't know what happened. I feel bad now.
Gotta finish the last question. Did we not finish the last question?
Uh, it was the Mothman.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
It was definitely the Mothman. Let me go. Let me see if I can get in here to tell Foxhole they're gonna have to go to YouTube. That's so depressing. I was having so much fun tonight too. The Fox Nuts were kicking ass. Is there a time limit for videos? No. Hi, Laura Brown. Yeah, you actually made it. We were just about to log off. They booted me off. We've been up for like an hour and a half, right?
Elise says, "You guys, I was having so much fun, but now you're gonna cut it? No."
Right. Well, I mean, Tyler says he's hungry. Refugees from D Live,
Oh,
welcome.
hey, we can go a little longer.
Okay, we can sit here.
Um,
I feel bad for the Fox Nuts. Are
they're
we
coming over. They're already coming over.
okay?
Welcome, Fox Nuts. Yeah, they're already coming over.
Yeah, D Live. Apparently, this is not going to cooperate today. I don't know why. I don't know why. How depressing.
Easily beat Mothman with a big candle.
Right.
You guys watch this show, Mountain Monsters, or those guys who hunt the cryptids? It's all,
Oh,
it's all
they followed me on Twitter the other day.
really.
Yeah, it's that's not. Is it Mountain Monsters or something?
I don't
Mountain
know, but
something.
it's all staged, but it's the most entertaining possible show. I don't know. I can't. It's like I'm like, why am I watching this? I know it's all fake, but I'm like getting into it and stuff. I don't even have cable anymore, but when I used to have it, I remember watching that.
That's awesome. Debbie, I did toggle the switch. I don't know. Now maybe it's something with my Streamlabs. Like, I don't know why it's doing this to me. It did this to me with Belushi the other night too, which sucks. Um, all right, that's all right. Moving right along. Moving right along. Right? Geez, 53 you guys are over here already. That's awesome. All right, who is believed? Oh, you got to be kidding me. Who is believed to be the reincarnation of the mystic Edgar Casey?
Oh, that's easy. He
Is it,
says it all the time.
oh my God, is it A, Bill Nye, B, Elon Musk, C, Mrs. Chloe, or D, David Wilcock?
That would be a big fat D.
Oh, thanks, Amelia. Much
It,
love.
there's actually a so he never even came to that conclusion himself. He had people
Tell
telling him
him
that.
that.
Well, first of all, he's identical. He looks exactly like him. Uh,
Does he
old
really? I
old
never.
pictures, old pictures of David Wilcock look exactly like Edgar Casey. I mean, it's scary. And I mean, kind of what David is doing here, anyway, and like for this awakening, for this movement, it makes perfect sense. Like the type of guy that he is and the information that he's into. Um, there's a lot of dots to connect there. I think it's possible.
Well, everybody says it's David Wilcock, right? Tiffany says, "Watch your mouth, Tyler." LOL. All right,
What did
yeah,
I say?
it was David Wilcock.
What did I say?
I don't know. Big fat cock. You guys got a cock in this game. Jeez. Right. Right. Um, and that's crazy. Like it's freezing up again. All right. What? Oh, I knew this. Pepsi and Nestle, right? Pepsi and Nestle were among the companies accused of using what as a flavor enhancer? Is it A, bleach, B, nitric acid, C, redstone, or D, cells from aborted babies?
D.
Final answer?
Yes. I know Coca-Cola was using cocaine.
Back in the day, right?
And then even in back in the near future or near past, whatever you want to call it, Red Bull Cola was busted doing using this cocaine.
Were they really?
Uh-huh. And
That I didn't know.
I tested positive. I
I
when I
thought
worked
that was an urban legend. People like, you could test positive for Coke off of Red Bull. I'm like, no, you can't.
no, I did. I swear to God I did. And I had at that point I hadn't touched a drug in my life. I didn't even drink back then. I was 18 or
Oh,
19
jeez.
and I was yeah, I didn't even get into any of that party scene until after that. So I was too involved in sports prior to that.
That's
And
crazy.
I tested positive for cocaine on the job site and I laughed. I'm like, yeah, right. Like I've never, not a day in my life. It's not who I am. And they're like, you gotta go. They escorted me off the job. And turns out it came from, I used to drink those Red Bull colas and came from the Red Bull cola.
That's crazy. That's crazy. And yes, it is aborted. Yes, it is the D. You
I
know,
know that's why I don't,
cells from. It's like
I,
HK or HEK something. Did somebody? Hold on.
I still don't trust it.
I swear I saw somebody put it in here. They were right too. HEK something too.
I still don't trust it. That's why I don't trust the Nestle bottled water. I don't like the Pepsi. I don't know.
Oh, you know what is terrible? Remember, I just told you I found water I'll drink, right? And it is Nestle, and it tastes just like grape Kool Aid. And
Yeah,
now I'm
yeah,
worried. It's very flavorful.
you
Now
could
I
get
don't
rid of
trust
that
it,
shit right
right?
now. I mean, I don't know if if it's that way now, but uh,
HEK 235. That's it. That's it. Yeah, they I don't they took some they used the cells to make something, and it's not just Pepsi and Nestle. They were putting it in like coffee creamers and shit,
mhm, yeah,
international flavored, like, if you like that pumpkin spice stuff in the winter.
yeah.
Baby cells, man. It's a mess. What a mess. It was also called Cinemix, Starstream says.
Brooklyn Way said we had a similar trajectory. I went from sporty spice to party girl. Yeah, that's kind of what happened. I mean, I was so into sports. I was like straight cut, didn't do drugs, didn't drink, guy had good grades. I wanted to be a pro athlete. And then,
Then it was just like, wee.
mhm,
I
I
know.
was over it.
I
You know
know.
what's funny is all the group of friends, like the athletes and all that stuff, it's like not even my crowd anyway. But I was so into sports that I just hung out with them because they were the only, but it was never my group. It was never my
You didn't,
tribe.
right? Mm-hmm. I understand. I understand.
I drink Red Bull when you can snort cocaine, right?
Right? Makes no sense. All
You're
right.
still going to test positive, so what's the
You
difference?
might as well.
I don't
Right?
know if I don't know if it's from the actual Red Bull, but the Red Bull Cola is a difference.
Yeah, people used to say, like, hood rumors, you test positive off for Coke if you're drinking Red Bull. I'm like, no, you can't. Well, apparently. Starstream says, yes, kidney cells from a baby in the 70s. Exactly. Exactly. All right. Conspiracists claim that Facebook is secretly the continuation of what canceled U.S. military program? Is it A, Prism, B, Lifelog, C, Skynet, or D, Sentinel?
B,
B, B.
C, C as in yes. B.
C is in B. Okay.
Well,
C.
C like yes,
C,
like
like
it's
yes, for
Spanish.
Spanish. I get it. C is in B. Right. Less
Um,
additives in cocaine. That was probably also true.
I got about time for two more questions,
All
and
right.
then I have to go.
All right.
Sorry, guys.
Right. Lifelog, Starstream says. Lifelog, DARPA Lifelog. Yes, you guys are right.
It's DARPA. Yeah, it was just taken over. They changed the name. They realized LifeLog wasn't going to work. That's the worst cover.
I don't even know it. One of you guys better know the answer to this because I have no idea. Uh, what is the name of the alien race that built ancient structures in the Indian village of Hira Benakal? Is it A, the Vairagi, B, the Cronenbergs, C, the Moryar, or D, the Zygons?
D.
You seem very convinced of that.
I don't know. Maybe I heard it on the. It sounds
A, I don't know any of them. A, the Vairagi, B, the Cronenbergs, that just sounds wrong. C, the Moryar, or D, the Zygons? The name of the alien race that built ancient structures in the Indian village of Hirabenakal. Cenemix is okay. I see you, Starstream. That's crazy. That's disgusting, actually.
wonder if it says it in this book.
The Rock Sasha says fearless. C, C, D, 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 C.
I say D.
I don't know this one either, Elise. The Zygons are from Doctor Who. That's right.
Could be.
Right. It is
What
C,
is it?
the Moryar. This is a new one for me. The Moryar. Gonna have to look that up. I have no fucking idea. Yeah, me neither. Mary wants to know. Right?
I
Let
swear.
Zygons be Zygons.
What part of India did it say?
Hyre Benakal. Hirebenakal.
I bet you it's in this book if I spend enough time.
There's a lot of these. I have no freaking clue.
The
Oh,
Zygons
let
that's probably it sounded familiar to me. It's probably from that Doctor Who
I love
or
Doctor Who. Right? Well, the older ones. Uh, how long did it take a 13th century condemned Benedictine monk to complete the 310-page manuscript known as the Devil's Bible? Was it A, 1 night, B, 10 days, C, 13 days, or D, a fortnight?
a fortnight?
Right? Fortnight. I've seen people using Fortnite
Sounds
recently.
like something like it's like it would just make the tale that much more fascinating if he wrote it in one night.
Right? Right?
10 days of
Have you
darkness.
never seen this story? It's actually trippy. I believe a lot. Well, I don't know if it was this one or if it was. I think it was this one that was written in blood. Like the dude was frenzied and
Yeah, I've heard.
freaking out. Right? Starstream says one night. Matt Smith says one night. Paula Russo says a fortnight. Yeah, the dude wrote it in one night.
Oh, and see,
One night.
they have to make it. They have to make it.
Man, that's
And
crazy, right?
smaller. Yeah, they have to.
Oh, you know what else I didn't get to do? Now I didn't get to give them their lottery tickets or their lemons. I'm gonna start doing that mid show. I don't think it makes any difference. I'm gonna start doing that mid show so that people get.
I want a lottery ticket and a lemon
I
and a
know, right?
pill.
Get all kinds of presents. Like now I feel bad because I can't. It's not like I can go back and release them. That's crazy. Oh, how about one more, Tyler? You should
Yeah.
know.
Well,
Okay.
we have a few minutes. Those went quick.
All right. According to, yeah, homeopathic remedies, right? A treatment can be diluted with an arbitrary amount of water and still be effective because of what property? A. Quantum entanglement. B. Water memory. C. Soluble replication. Or D. Magic.
Magic.
Right?
So they're saying any type of homeopathic
Well,
remedy.
just in general, like according to homeopathic practices, right? A, any treatment, a treatment can be diluted with an arbitrary amount of water and still be effective because of why, right? Because of quantum entanglement, because water has memory, because of soluble replication, or because of magic.
I mean, water does have memory. I don't know if that's why.
I mean, that would seems legit. Guys, yeah, I'm gonna add lemons next time I'm live. Come over to D Lab. I'm gonna add lemons to the chest and give them away since I didn't get to. And on Foxhole, the freaking lotto tickets should be even bigger because I wasn't able to release them this show.
Oh, so they carry over?
Yeah, I noticed that like if I missed when Belushi and I got cut off. And then when I was live for my China thing, people were winning like 25, 20, 13. But if I do it during the time that it's happening, people win like maybe 10, 3, 5, 1. So they seem to be bigger. And the same thing happened with Alara. She wasn't able to release them the one day. When we came back the next time and we're live, people got bigger prizes.
Thank you, Debbie, for putting that. Guys, donate to Journey to Truth using
Yes.
PayPal.
You know
Thank
what, Tyler? I need to start putting I told you, I put your Telegram link. I was going to tell people your Telegram link was in the description below, but that was at closing and it's on the other link now.
you.
So
Oh yeah, no kidding. What the hell?
I know. See? Don't worry. We're going to get it together.
Hey, Matthew Morning's in here.
It is water memory, guys. By the way, water has memory. And apparently that means if you're making, homeopathic stuff, you can add water.
Well, they did like I know water has memory because you can set the intention to an area. Like let's say I have this organite pyramid here, and let's just pretend it's a cup of water, and three people get around it and meditate and set the intention, put nothing but positive thoughts. The water restructures.
Yeah,
That's
I've
proof.
seen who was that?
But
Emoto,
yeah,
Masari
I know.
Emoto,
Yeah,
or is that right?
yeah, yeah. But so what they did though, yeah, and negative thoughts do the same thing, restructures it, and then you freeze the water, and it totally looks different from it's
Mm,
all symmetrical. When it's positive, it's all distorted
right.
whenever it's negative. But
Rice too,
so yeah,
apparently.
and if you take three people and you triangulate, at least three people triangulate and do this to a cup of water, and then you do it like every day. You just keep doing it. Um, then they realized so it kept working. It kept working. They were just trying it to like replicate the test, right? Then they tried to do it from a separate location. If the same three people would meditate in a different building, and they even got into a different state, and they would just think about this area, and it would still happen. And then it got to the point to where they didn't have to do anything. They put so much intention into that area that any glass of water they set there would automatically restructure because of the intention that they had set. They no longer had to meditate on it. So
That's awesome.
so what does that tell you? That's
Right.
pretty it's pretty amazing. Like what can we actually accomplish if we know these things?
Right. Yvonda Reiki'd my water one time for me.
Yeah,
You
Reiki
know,
water.
Reiki water. Yeah, Masaru Emoto. That's right.
Dr. Emoto, yeah.
All right. Oh, I didn't know this. Who was Dan Aykroyd talking with on the phone when he had his Men in Black experience? Did you know that Dan Aykroyd had a Men in Black experience?
No, but I
Yeah.
met Dan Aykroyd.
Did you really? Yeah, I didn't know that either. Was he on the phone with Britney Spears, with John Belushi, with Bill Murray, or with Lorne Michaels?
It would just be a guess for me. I don't know.
So
Belushi.
you're gonna say okay. So A, Britney Spears, B, John Belushi, C, Bill Murray, or D, Lorne Michaels. Yeah, I'm actually surprised by the answer to this.
Probably Britney Spears then, if you're surprised. Yeah, distilled water does have no.
Allison Neal, hello.
Now, imagine if the thoughts, what they do to water, well, we're what, 70% water?
Yes,
Imagine what thoughts do to us. How your thoughts, how you're thinking about somebody else affects them.
that is
And
an
that's
awesome point, Tyler.
and that is actually what black magic is. Like it gets super simple. Like you can ruin somebody's day just by thinking negative thoughts about them.
I believe that.
Uh and the voodoo dolls, all that stuff's real. Like it's so real. It's so real.
Well, when I was at Tulane, I worked at I worked as a matter of fact, the dude that I worked for, he was like out of the jungle Brazilian guy. Like his grandmother was the some sort of a shaman whatever from the Yamamoto tribe in Brazil, and he owns Marie Laveau's voodoo shop and Reverend Zombie's voodoo and cigar shop. And I worked there when I was in college, right? And there was a lot, like, even though it was touristy stuff, some of the people that would make the stuff that we'd put in the store, I could feel
Yeah.
I could feel
And objects hold memory. Wood holds memory. That's why you shouldn't buy used furniture.
yeah, right? That's how you get accursed objects in your house.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was
Um,
wild working there. I
so what's the answer to that
It was
question?
Britney Spears,
Oh,
right? Who'd have thunk it?
she come here. Her and Justin Timberlake came when I was in high school. Came on tour through St. Louis, and there's this little
Did you
tea
go?
time. No, but we used to party. This place called Tea Time. It's like a fun town, like go karts, mini golf, bumper
Right.
boats, and we would party. That we knew the owner, so we would throw parties there. After it closed, we would throw parties there, swim in the
Oh, I
bumper
bet
boat.
that was fun.
We'd turn the governors off on the go karts and fly around and stuff. Anyway, I don't even know how he knew Britney Spears. But her and Justin Timberlake ended up coming back and partying. Then one night I decided not to go back then.
Right?
And
And
then
that was when
the
they were there.
next day, like, you missed it, Justin and Britney were there. I'm like, yeah, right. Okay. And they're like, no, look, and they were showing me all the pictures and stuff. I'm like, that's
Damn it.
crazy.
Right?
I
That's crazy.
saw no, but when I met Dan Aykroyd, it was in Vegas on Halloween. We walked into the Bellagio casino. We were walking through the Bellagio and there was like a side entrance. And here come the Blues Brothers walking in the side entrance. And we like literally ran into him.
Well, the Bellagio in Las Vegas on a Halloween seems like a likely
Yeah,
meeting spot for them guys.
yeah.
I could
So
see that.
but they were dressed as the Blues Brothers, and we were like, we didn't know it was them. And then we looked
It
up,
was for real them though,
and it was actually
right?
Dan Aykroyd. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, here's a good one. Here's a good one. Ra, one of the most powerful ancient gods of Egypt, is thought to be a member of what alien species?
Oh, we know this one.
I know. Too bad Alara's not here. Is it A, the blue avians, B, the reptilians, the C, the Iridonians, or D, the Mandalorians?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't know if everybody knows it, but I'm pretty sure they do.
Right?
And that's what gets me. Like everybody tries to claim that Corey Good made up the blue avians. Like an avian just means bird,
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 right?
and then a blue is just like a blue bird being. So it's not. And if you go back to Egyptian times, like the birds were actually painted blue
Yes, they
on
were.
the yeah. It's he didn't make up the blue avians, and people are like, "Oh, he's trying to claim that the blue avian." I'm like, "No, he didn't make it up. It's a real thing."
Thing, like it's a thing, right?
Yeah,
Matt Smith says my cat is called Ra. That's awesome. Allison Neal says A. Detox says A. Marisol says A. Everybody says A. Ha ha ha, the Mandalorians. I know, right? Yes, guys, it is the blue avians. Obviously, Ra. Didn't he say that in Law of One? Or no, he didn't. Did he say that in Law of One?
say what?
Was there some indication in the Law of One given that he was affiliated with the blue avians? Or am I.
I don't know actually.
Huh, I don't know either. Right?
Matthew says, "Oh my God, none of them, none of those."
None of those?
Well, well, it's a blue. It's definitely a bird type of being. Um, I don't know.
For
What do you know? What do you
Mandalore.
know, Matt? What do you know, Matthew? Drop some knowledge in the
Right?
chat.
What is Raw then? Right?
It's a
I
yeah, I don't know.
not a clue. Some sort of what density do they say? The ninth density? Are they density? Ninth density consciousness?
Yeah, yeah.
Toth had a bird head. Yes. Yes.
Oof,
Not
had a
in
bird.
Law of One. I mean, Raw is in Law of One. Maybe not the avians. Zuni Indians have a story about the Shakalo that seem to be blue avians too. Tiffany is hyped on Baby Yoda. Yeah, right.
Mhm. Um, I was talking to James Gilland, and I was at the ranch last time in February. I was helping him build that yoga barn, and we were talking about Law of One. And Matthew says, "Okay, let's just say it. Ra is not a blue avian."
Okay. I believe you.
I mean,
I have no idea.
well, if it's a bird being, then it could be thrown under the category as avian regardless, because it's an avian is a bird. So if it's blue, it could be technically called a blue avian, but it might not be the name of the race.
Well, you know what? To be fair, Starstream says Ra is in Amen Ra. Yeah, and you know what? The question doesn't say anything about the Law of One. That was us speculating. The question says Ra, one of the most powerful ancient gods of Egypt, is thought to be a member of what alien species? We just took it there with the
Oh yeah,
whole
you're
Law of
right.
One thing. You know what I mean? They're just saying Ra. They thought Ra was what? And Toth does have a bird head. So
Um,
Ra is a Nephilim, says
but
Julie.
I was saying something to
Possible.
Jay. I said something to James about the law of one and something, and he kind of like rolled his eyes. I said, "What?" He's like, "Well, he goes, people put so much. They treat that book like a Bible,
Yes, they do.
and they shouldn't." And I said, "Well, you don't think a lot of information?" He goes, "No, it's a great book. I
Yes.
recommend it." He's like, "I recommend it actually," but he goes, it's not gospel. He goes, "This is coming from one race. What do we?" He's like, "What do we know? There's like limitless races out there." And you were just they just happen to channel one race, and we and so like what does that tell you?
Yeah, I mean there's a ton of uh channeled books out there that are similar but different still, you
Yeah.
know. Um, Seth's books and all that stuff. Raw.
Mike Holt says this comes from Corey Good's testimony. The blue avian does, But Corey actually had no idea about the Law of One until David brought it up. Corey had no idea that his information was lining up with the Law of One. That was David's connection. He was just Corey was just sharing his experience with the Blue Avian. So that's actually not his claim.
Hmm. Interesting. Elise Brown or Elise, yeah, Elise says the book says it has distortion, so people should be aware of that.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
of
well, according
distortion.
everything has its own distortions, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's
Uh,
all every one of these books, every divination tool, everything, even Q, it's all a stepping stone to something. You're not supposed to stay somewhere ever. You get what you get what you can from that, and then you move on. As soon as you start worshiping, it's over.
I got a good one to close it out on. All right, guys. In 1947, UFO sightings by Harold Dahl was the first reported encounter with what secret group? A. The Majestic 12, B. The Illuminati, C. The Men in Black, or D. The Jackson 5?
A, B, or C. I don't actually know the answer, but it could have been any one of those.
Right? 1947 UFO sightings by Harold Dahl. What was the first reported encounter with what secret group?
It's got to be Men in Black.
Was it A, the Majestic 12, B, the Illuminati, C, the Men in Black, or D, the Jackson 5? It was obviously Jackson 5, dude. Those guys are truly secret aliens,
I'm pretty sure it's the Men in Black. That's whenever they came onto the scene. And
right?
I agree. I agree with you, Matthew. Rock could be a collective also. Um,
Starstream is right. Raw is a go old. We've all seen freaking Stargate. We know this is fact, right?
yeah.
It's a go old, right? They said read it again. Okay. The 1947 UFO sightings by Harold Dahl was the first reported encounter with what secret group? Was it Majestic 12, the Illuminati, the Men in Black, or the Jackson 5? I see answers all of nobody. Greg Herrera is rocking with me. This is Jackson 5. That's right. All right, Majestic 12, Majestic 12. It is the Men in Black, guys. Harold Dahl, DAHL. Harold Dahl. Right, but I love the Jackson 5 music.
Mm.
Well, guys, I mean, thanks for